Hello everyone, ninjas are my all-time favorite archetype in Yu-Gi-Oh! And I've been trying to improve them ever since they came out, and today I found yet another way to do it, using one of the scariest boss monsters in Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, the Arch Nemesis Protoss and Eschatos. These two guys have the ability to greatly restrict your opponent's plays and potentially win you games on the spot if used correctly. And I found a way to use them in my favorite deck. Alright, this is the deck, and it's one of the most creative ways to play ninjas. We have a nice ninja core paired with a small hero engine that lets us go for a mass change too, and that can also lead us to a mass hero summon. And on top of that, we have a couple of other small engines to help us go into the Arch Nemesis boss monsters. Let's explain how everything works. First of all, for the ninja core, we play the placer of Tubari, placer of Mitsu, the one green ninja, placer of Hanzo, the one Baku, and the one Kageru Jiu, and of course the one Rota, because that's essentially Fort Hanzo. For the ninjutsu arts, we have the ninjutsu art of Alchemy paired with the placer of Notebook, which can be a pot of greed for the deck, which is pretty cool. We also play the one Iron Digger, Hidden Village, Notebook of Mystery, the duplication, and of course the Dancing Leaves. I play only one of each because I wanted the core to be as small as possible. Now for the small hero engine, I have the placer of a Hero Lives, 2 copies of Shadow Mist, and Mass Change. And yes, I play this card in 2025 because it allows you to go for either Dark Claw or Acid. For example, when you go on Hero Lives and then you normal summon Hanzo, which is the best way to get access to Banshee, you can actually protect your own search when you go for a Mass Change and summon Dark Claw. And yes, that will change the combo, but it's a fun little thing you can do. Or you can also target the Mitsu and you can go for the Acid, destroying every spell and trap card your opponent controls, which is another funny thing you can go for. Outside of that, we have the Nemesis engine with the one Banshee and Flag that go for either Protoss or Eschatos. Depending on the combo, one would be more usable than the other. For example, Eschatos is easier to summon because every ninja has a different type, or almost every ninja, and then you can use Eschatos for Dragon because it uses types, while the Protoss takes a couple more bodies to work with because my goal is to summon Silhouette Rabbit beforehand, so I can go for light because the meta is just Blue Eyes and Fiend Spit and they're both light, so you get to counter the two best things in the game. The problem is the fact that you need to go for a light monster, and Silhouette Rabbit is the perfect target for that. And then you also play the one Silhouette Trick. Make sure to play the Trick and not the Angel Statue. I made this mistake because Angel Statue is actually light and I'm not going to be able to use it, so yeah, I play the Trick for that reason. Outside of that, we play the Parallel Exceed, which can be an easier access to Banshee, and we have the Maxi and Called by the Grave to call it a day. For the extra deck, we have the Yaguramaru, Mazen, and the Saizu for the ninja monsters, together with the Ultimate Great Insect, which comes up every now and then, but it's very rarely gonna come up, to be honest. We also have the Mass Heroes for the Mass Change 2, of course, the one Typhon because it's incredibly good, the Banshee for the Nemesis cards, the Cross Sheep and a Palooza combo still, and the one Sprite Elf, which is the most important card for this deck. You need to play this, and then the one SP, which is another very important card, and the Silhouette Rabbit, as I mentioned. So as you can see, this is a very unique way to play ninjas. Unfortunately, not every time you're gonna end up going for the Arch Nemesis cards because they are kind of a little bit difficult to summon, but when that happens, you do feel kind of good about it. So let's go ahead and proceed to the combo guide. Well, alright, first of all, we're gonna go over the Protoss combo because it requires a little more resources. We need a Hero Lives plus Hanzo and then an additional extender, which would be Mitsu. As I said, it is a little bit tricky to get access to it, but let's just go over it. We're gonna start with the Hero Lives. That will of course give us a search for the Mass Change 2, which is a nice bonus to have always to protect our place. Now let's go Rota here, and this is basically gonna be our Hanzo, right? It's just a fourth Hanzo. Here, of course, as I said, you can activate Mass Change if you want to counter, for example, an interruption, but we're not going to do that. Let's go for Iron Digger because that is the best way to banish something. And now we're going to be going for Mitsu. From there, let me just go and exceed summon into Banshee. And this will be, of course, the way to get access to Flak and the whole Nemesis engine. Unfortunately, we're going to have to detach specifically Hanzo. And here's the tricky part. You need to activate the Iron Digger, and you need to use the Iron Digger specifically to banish the Hanzo. And you're going to pop it, but you're not going to use the effect to bring it back because we need a target for the flag. Now, let me know if you find a better way to do that, but I don't think there's a better way to banish a card for it, so we're gonna do it this way. And now here we're gonna grab the Protoss because we're able to use it, right? That's the main idea. So now we're gonna link off the Banshee specifically together with the Mitsu very specifically. We gotta go for these two. Now we're gonna go Protoss. We're gonna banish all three because they are all different attributes. That's the idea. We're gonna summon the Protoss. We're gonna activate Banshee now because we control the flag. We get to bring it back. Now we're gonna link off these two, and we're gonna go, of course, for the Silhouette Rabbit, which is of course gonna be our target for the Protoss to pop afterwards. Now we're gonna go and we're gonna set to the field the Silhouette Trick, which is not as good as the Angel statue, but it is the only way to do it. So let's just activate now Protoss, select Light, pop the Silhouette Rabbit, and then we can also use the effect of Sprite Elf and bring back the Nemesis flag if we'd like, which is not that big of a deal unfortunately, but we can still do it. And also if you want, you can go for the SP right now link of these two, or you can just leave it as it is, or you can even go for IP if you have it, bring back an additional guy, do something with it, and your opponent is currently locked, cannot use any light monsters of course because of Protoss. Unfortunately, because we are in a dominant light meta, you do need to go for Silhouette Rabbit, which is the extra thing. Otherwise it would be way easier to do it, but I mean, yeah, this is kind of how you do it. Now let's go over the Eschatos combo, which is a little simpler. Alright, here we are with the exact same hand. However, now we don't need an additional extender to summon Eschatos. We're gonna go against Shadow Mist and we're gonna get access of course to the mass change to the exact same way. And now we're gonna normal summon Hanzo again. Usually you go for Iron Digger, but currently it's in my hand, so let's just go for something random. Now we're gonna go into Banshee again. It is really this standard version of the combo the majority of times. Again, you're gonna go for Hanzo specifically, search the Nemesis flag, and now we're gonna go with the Ninjutsu Art to Iron Digger. Now we're gonna activate the Iron Digger, again banishing the Hanzo and popping itself, which is very nice. Now we're not gonna use the effect, activate the flag, and we're gonna be returning to the deck the Hanzo and going for the search real quick here. This will grab us the Eschatos. From there, we're gonna be going for let's see, so we have options here. Now I do think that Silhouette Rabbit is the best one because you do need a third type, which we currently don't have access to because we only have the Pyro and the Warrior, which is kind of a small minus a little bit here as well because the lack of bodies really hurts us at times. But you know, let me just go for the standard way to do it. We're just gonna banish these three, a little bit worse of a combo, and it's just gonna be the Eschatos going for Dragon. But I mean, listen, this counters Blue Eyes, counters Primite, so it's still decent enough. You do have the Angel statue, and of course, the more extenders you have, the more you can improve it. Again, as I said, you're not gonna be able to go for the Nemesis cards all of the time, but if you do get access to them, it's pretty fun. So now let's get into the gameplay and have some fun playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Alright, that is a very serious hand. Let's start by activating a hero list here. Now, if they do stop Shadow Mist, that's completely fine. This is kind of where people usually interrupt me because they think I'm playing heroes. And then surprise, surprise, we're not playing that. We're gonna grab ourselves the Iron Digger, which is obviously the best target here. And now we're gonna go through some standard procedures. But first of all, let's actually do a little bit of an extra move just to see what we hit off the top of our deck. We're gonna discard the Geo to set on the field the Alchemy. I wanna use Alchemy just to get access to a pot of Greed-like effect, maybe hit like an interesting extender that we can get. If I see Parallel Exceed, that would be incredible. Mitsu also is incredible. That literally changes the combo completely. Now we can go for the Protoss line, which is cooler. So let's activate now Protoss. We're gonna go Light. We're gonna pop the Silhouette Rabbit. Now no Blue Eyes player can play the game. We're gonna set one and we're gonna pass turn with that. Bro, with the Blue Eyes mob, the Blue Eyes mate, and the Blue Eyes card back, I'm thinking he does play Blue Eyes. So now he's just sitting here like, what am I doing? Yeah, it is Blue Eyes. Okay, dude. Yeah, that is just so funny. Alright, so we could negate that. Do we negate? I mean, it doesn't matter. Like, let me just let him play the game, I guess. Yeah, going for a fake viewer, that's literally all he can do. Okay, so he's gonna go Maiden. Yeah, that's fine. Set the True Light. That's also okay. I don't mind that. And now he's gonna go Magician's Soul. So that's kind of an interesting one. Well, in that case, I'm gonna change the effect of Sprite Elf right now. And I'm gonna target GSP. By the way, I cannot bring back the Silhouette Rabbit now that I think about it. Yeah, because of Protoss, you cannot bring back Silhouette Rabbit. I still get confused because it's so weird to play Protoss and Ninjas. Alright, so now he's gonna activate the True Light and he's gonna go for a spell or trap card. That's also okay. Yep, and now he's gonna set the wishes for the Eyes of Blue. But the thing is, it really doesn't matter. So now he's gonna go -2. He sent the True Light as well. Interesting. Now let's summon my Silhouette Trick. For the first time ever, I'm summoning this card, by the way, drawing 2 cards. And now he's gonna lose his whole field. Okay, so this actually doesn't negate the moment it's summoned. It actually negates after the summon. Oh, this is, yeah, I mean, I guess I shouldn't have activated it. I mean, sure, he loses his whole field. He's still locked, so it doesn't doesn't matter. It's just that I didn't know that I need to summon it before the effect, right? Because I thought that it activates the moment it's summoned, but it actually doesn't. So I still can go for the Dark Low here anyways. Bro, this is so cool. I summoned Dark Low in Ninjas and Protoss at the same time. This is so funny, dude. We made him rage quit, even though I misplayed a couple of times. It's just so funny when it works. Yeah, the moment we do something funny, we get to kind of brick, and now I don't think we have a turn really. I mean, that was it for having fun. Let's just say 2 and pass turn. We have nothing else. Usual ninja gameplay. So we're playing against Batmech. I'm just gonna wait until they summon 2 bodies, and I'm just gonna flip them face down. That's literally my whole game plan here. Alright, the time has come for the most incredible interruption ever. Let's just go tribute Hanzo for Jew and flip 2 cards face down. That's literally all I can do. It's not gonna be enough. I can already see that. He's just gonna normal summon and I lose the game, but we'll see. Yep, Firewall Defensor, and I think that's it. Even if we use the Notebook of Mystery, we don't get anything relevant, to be fair. Well, that was it. Kind of a cool game, but this deck actually breaks a lot, to be honest. Alright, that was it for the gameplay. A little bit of a quicker one, but I got some things to say. Even though this deck seems really fun, it actually bricks a lot. Ninjas are not one of those archetypes that are the most consistent, and it definitely proves to be a problem here. The majority of games I didn't end up drawing anything relevant, and I ended up just scooping after 2 seconds, which was really annoying. And I kind of just wanted to show that part as well, because I don't want to bait you into crafting this or anything. I still think it's a fun deck, and I've tried other versions playing also Toy Box and stuff, but it just never works out because consistency is a big issue here. But if you enjoyed the video, I would appreciate a like, subscribe. Also check out more Mazdo content. Let me know what you think about the list, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a great day.